Assalamu alaikum everyone. This video is going to be some random hijab and a few niqab tips thrown in there. Completely random, some things that, I don't think about when I'm making real hijab style tips videos. So there's just a whole bunch thrown in and we're going to get started. Alright. When you have some shaylas that are kind of a thinner material, like this, the edges often tend to tuck in because they're not sturdy enough to keep themselves straight, really. And even if you iron it, a lot of the times it just starts to wrinkle again, randomly. And it's annoying because, you can iron it in the morning and then an hour later, after you're moving around, maybe sweating a little bit in the heat or what have you, it starts to loosen up and it starts to wrinkle again. So here is a little tip on how to avoid that. Very simple. I'm sure many people have thought of it. What you can do is put the shayla on your head, and then instead of just going like this and doing like a regular one, we're going to kind of do the same thing, only take maybe 2 to 3 inches of material, something that will, a good amount of material that will stay tucked under, that won't roll out. You don't want to do like a little centimeter, You can if your hijab, if your khimar, excuse me, I'm trying to get out of the habit of calling these hijabs, they're khimars. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, if you do have a sturdier hijab, that might work a little bit better, but anyway. So just take it, fold it under, make a little edge. Probably won't work with some smaller shaylas, but see how that makes a nice clean edge? And then make sure it doesn't unfold. Just take it again and do a regular wrap. Like this. It's going to be hard because I have a regular shayla on underneath this one too, so it's kind of bulky on me right now. Pull this one down. Just kind of adjust as you need to. The material will most likely bunch up when you're trying to fold it under, but just do some quick little adjustments. Okay, the next little tip I have is, I know a lot of sisters cringe at the thought of using safety pins, but really, I safety pin with responsibility, and I hardly ever end up snagging my shaylas. So if they are all you have, use safety pins. But if you can, invest in hijab pins. But like I've said, I've never had any problems, so yeah, just be responsible about them. Think about them before you start pinning everywhere, Okay, so on with the tip. Let's see. There we go. If you do have to use a safety pin, or if you do use a safety pin, one trick for avoiding snagging when you pin under the chin, when you go to wrap it, don't just pull, you can kind of see, like this, there's the little fold from here. Don't pull on this part. Don't pull on that part, because that will create holes, and that will get the material caught up in the little loop. So what you want to do is you want to bring this fold up and get the edge like this, and use the edge to wrap around instead of the fold, which puts weight and pressure on that safety pin. It can either cause a hole or cause, like I said, the material to get caught up. And then do the same on the other side. Unfold it so you get the edge and not the fold. So you're not pulling on this part, you're pulling on the actual edge. And just my other shayla's getting caught up. Pull up and around. Now you see what I just did by pulling on, maybe you didn't because it's kind of low, but you see what I did by pulling on this when I wrapped this piece? What you want to do, this is my third tip now. What you want to do, sometimes you get that little turkey thing going on underneath your chin when you do a basic wrap, because the material is trying to go one way and this material is trying to go another way. One tip is, it's taken me a long time to figure out, a lot of struggling and looking awkward. What you can do is take this piece that's already been wrapped around, kind of pull down and to the side so you get as much material as you can, and then just take the other edge that still has to be wrapped, pull the other way and kind of out, not down but out, and then just kind of reverse your arms. Kind of reverse them like that. You won't actually have to go like this, it'll just be more like this, but you'll get the picture. Like this. And then pull on these edges so it gets flat and through, like that. And adjust as needed. Here we go. Ow! Stabbed myself. It is so, like, I have like a regular one on and it's annoying. See how like that creates like a smooth, flat look? What you can also do is, I'm just going to go for more habit because I really don't want to unpin it again. What you can do is you can lift up, after you get it pinned, you can lift up on the top piece, the one that we just folded over, kind of stick your fingers through, grab that other piece of material, and pull it through. If you do this way, there's no need to do the little pulling and switching the arms and stuff. Just pull it through as much as possible. And let's see, it's really hard to do this other Shayla. I should have put my Alamir on for this one. Ah, there we go, found it. Okay, there we go. And just pull it through like that. As much material as you can down. Oops, safety pin still in my hijab. There we go. That kind of creates a cute little look right here because you got the fringe and then the fringe. And that leaves all the material for you to go kind of hang down by your back. Like that. There you go. Easy little steps. Now what? Let's see. Alright, let me show you. I write notes on the mirror. You can kind of see them. So, that's why I'm always like, okay, now what? Now what? Okay. I've done you. I've done you. Done you. Okay. Sorry. Trying to keep track. Okay. Oh, I'm going to redo this real quick because it's not feel good. Okay, if you find yourself in the position where it's happened to me a few times, I don't know how, but it has. If you find yourself in the position where you lose a straight pin and you absolutely do not want to walk around with this flap hanging down, or if you don't have this side pin like I don't and you're worried about wind or whatever, what you can do to secure it, as many sisters know, but some converts wouldn't probably think of, is to just wrap this piece. This works really well if you have fringe on your hijab too. I'm going to take it, you're going to grab a handful of fringe, probably not that much, and you see where this tucks in, this piece meets this piece. Take it, fold it under, and there you go. Make sure you get all the fringe in there because then it looks like you have fringe growing out of your chin or your cheek. There you go. Like that. That should stay pretty secure, but if you're worried, what you can also do is if you have fringe on your hijab, what you can do is you can take either one or two, it doesn't matter, and then grab your safety pin or your hijab pin and make a little knot with a fringe onto your safety pin. So it'll stay attached to your safety pin. It won't come off if you're that worried about security. I wouldn't really suggest doing that all the time because you'll wear out your fringe, But if you're really concerned that your little tucking maneuver won't hold, go for it.